Part 1. The interior story of Jesus and the Bee. To name the struggle, as naming it is the first step toward healing. We begin the garden. Gethsemane wasn't just a physical place. It is a state of the heart. A place of real, suffocating human agony, where our deepest pain, our darkest doubts, and life's heaviest burdens finally surface. Even Jesus, the Son of God, felt his humanity fully. His distress, his sorrow, his paralyzing fear, they are intact. They are sacred.
They have come to Gethsemane. Sit here while I pray. My soul is deeply grieved, even to the point of death. Remain here. Keep awake with me.
I am so tired, not just physically, but deep down in my bones. We have a new director. She has PhD, a highly educated, but absolutely zero empathy. Sabi niya, perfect siya. So, most of us, all of us, is wrong. I do my best, but she's constantly mocking me. The worst part is, he questioned even my faith. Sabi niya, you go to church, and this is your report, your work. I have no one to talk to. I'm fighting this battle alone. I want to resign badly, but I needed the money. Nakakapagod. It feels my spirit is slowly leaving, being crushed.
14 hours. Nantakin mo. 14 hours ako nasa kalsada. Pinatay ko ng ayong up. At nakiusap lang na direct payment sa masugi ko. Alam kong bawal. Pero ang choice ko, ang mahal ng gas, tapos sobrang lang. Tap pa ng mga apps. Yung mga kumpare kong driver ng jeep, hindi na sa pasara. Abunado pa sila, araw-araw. Paano naman kami? Nagpapakahirap ako, naghahanap buhay ng marangal. Pero bakit parang lagi na lang kami talo? Sinasakal na kami ng kahirapan. Hindi ko na nga alam kung saan ako kukuha ng pagkain namin bukas. Paano na kami?
I thought we were a family until the very end. But my husband left sa kabilang bahay, left us for someone else. From the sheer stress of it all, staying awake And now I have this terrible sickness. The doctor's worst searches is static. What happens to my kids? Their family is already broken. What if I leave them completely because of this disease? It's a total blow, Lord. I can't take this pain anymore. Physical and emotional. Why is this happening to me?
I can't keep doing this.
Walang-wala na kami.
It hurts so much, Lord.
I'm losing hope.
Please, tulong naman.
Don't take me yet.
Aba!
Part 2. The companions, silence and watchfulness. Objective: highlighting the isolation we feel and our need for vigilant prayer. Gethsemane is not just a place of pain. It is a place of profound loneliness. Jesus invites his closest friends into his sorrow, asking them to stay awake. Yet in our darkest hours, we often find that the world around us is asleep. We reach out, but the hands that should hold us are nowhere to be found. The silence of our companions can be louder than the storm itself.
Simon, are you asleep? Could you not keep awake with me for 1 hour?
I try opening up to my friends about their loss, about how my faith is being mocked, and my sanity is handled by a tumor. I sent a long message to our group chat, pouring my heart out. All I got were sad emojis at, "Kaya mo yan, ikaw pa, strong ka." Nobody really wants to hear how broken we are. Everyone's too busy creating their own perfect life. So, I just unsent the message. Nakakahiya naman, nakakagulo. I am drowning, and my friends are practically asleep.
Umuwi ako kagabi. Pagod na pagod. Gusto ko na sana sabihin sa kambing ako. Gaano ako natatakot? Nakinapos ako sa boundary na hindi ko alam kung saan kukunin ang kahit sa rin ay impuan. Pero pagdating ko, mahigit kasi ng tutulog sa sahig. Nandun din sila. Hindi ko kaya gisingin sila para lang bigyan ng bad news. Sasahilitin ko na lang. Naupo na lang ako sa dilim. Pinapakinggan ang mga pagigan nila. Mag-isa kong papasan yung bigat para lang makaraos ko.
When I tried to talk about my medical diagnosis and how much it hurts that my husband left us, people quickly changed the subject. They am walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and I have never felt more abandoned.
Are you still sleeping and taking your rest? The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Part 3. The struggle, courage amid fear. Objective. The tension between human will and divine plan. The garden is where our human will violently collides with the divine plan. It is the place where we scream our "I can't" to heaven. There is a profound tension here. We are invited to name our deepest fears without minimizing them. Because before there is surrender, there is the struggle. It takes immense courage to look at the cross in front of you and admit to God, I am terrified.
Abba, Father, for you all things are possible. Remove this cup from me.
Lord, please take this job away from me. Give me a way out. I want to trust your timing. Pero sumang-suma na po ako. The anxiety before I face my boss is killing me. If you really love me, you won't let me be humiliated and back like this every single day. The spirit is willing to be patient, but my mind is breaking. Ayoko na. Please, remove this cup.
Ama, please naman, pagkaling po, kahit po yung ginawa lang, pagod na ako, lumaban araw-araw, para lang makaraos. Alasin mo na po sa akin itong kahirapan. Gusto ko magtiwala sa plano mo. Pero kumakalaw na sigmura ko. At gusto na ang mga anak ko. Hindi rin ako nakapagtrabaho ng maayos. Pero bumibigay yung katawan ko. Hindi na kaya ng katawan ko. Siyan mo po kami ng himala. Layunin po sa akin ang saro ng kahirapan nito.
Please, God, no. Please heal me. Remove this disease from my body. Please fix my broken marriage. Bring him back to us. Ako po kaya ang mangyari to. Please let me wake up tomorrow.
enough. The hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners.
Part 4. Gethsemane as a classroom of prayer. Moving from I cannot to thy grace can through interior prayer. The garden is not just a place of suffering. It is the ultimate classroom of prayer. Here, we learn that prayer isn't a magic spell to make the cross disappear. It is the grace to carry it. When the answer to our desperate plea seems to be no or wait, prayer shifts. It transforms from a frantic cry for relief into a profound source of interior strength.
Keep awake and pray, that you may not come into the test.
I stopped praying for my director to get fired. Instead, I started praying for my own peace. Araw-araw, bago pumasok, I sat in the silence for 10 minutes and I do my daily exam. I asked God to protect my heart from the toxicity and the insults. I can change how she treated me, but with His grace, I will not let her destroy my faith or my character. My prayer now is simply, Lord, give me the dignity to respond with love today, kahit ang hirap.
Kulang pa rin ang boundary. Mahal pa rin ang gas. Pero tinigil ko na yung kare-reklamo kung yung natin traffic. Ngayon, ginagamit ko na yung mahaba at tahimik na oras sa para manalangin. Pinagdarasal ko yung ibang mga drivers. Nagsastruggle din tulad ko. Papasalamat ako kay Lord ng pamilya ko kahit sa dapat natutulog ay safe naman. Lord, salamat po. Salamat po sa pagdaang araw. Hindi naman biglang nawala ang kahirapan namin. Pero hindi na paralisado ng tao ang puso ko. Binibigyan mo pa ako ng lakas para gumising bukas at lumaban ulit.
I am still sick. The treatments still hurt. My husband is still gone. But I am no longer fighting God. I am choosing to stay awake in this trial. On the days I am too weak to speak, my tears are my contemplative prayer. Panginoon, Ikaw na ang bahala. I don't have all the answers, but I am learning to sit in the silence with Him. I know He is holding my hand right in the middle of this mess.
In the classroom of Gethsemane, we learn the vigil of the heart. We discover that even when our circumstances remain broken, the Spirit is mending us from the inside out. Part 5. Victory and triumph. showing that surrender is active consent, leading to profound transformation. The victory in Gethsemane is not escape, it is embrace. Jesus' trust leads to the cross, which is the ultimate gateway to glory. True surrender is not giving up in defeat. It is an active, courageous consent to God's plan. Our own gardens of agony, when fully united to God's will, cease to be a place of despair. They become the very soil where transformation, mercy, and resurrection begins.
Abba, not my will, but yours be done. Get up. Let us be going. See, the betrayer is at hand.
I will face my director tomorrow. Hindi na ako takot. The environment is still toxic. And I don't know how long I will stay there. But my worth is not defined by her worth. My worth is defined by my cross. I will do my work with excellence and grace. Not my will, Lord, but yours be done.
Haharapin ko ulit yung basa na bukas. Mabigat pa rin yung boundary. At for sure, malala pa rin yung traffic. Pero hindi na ako bumabiyahe mag-isa. Bawat kilometro, dalangin ko yan para sa pamilya ko. Magtatrabaho pa rin ako ng marami. Magtitiwala na ibibigay mo yung pang-araw-araw namin. Bigyan mo po ako ng biyaya para magpatuloy. Hindi ang gusto ko, Lord. Kundi ang kalooban mo ang masunod.
I don't know if I will be cured. I don't know if my family will ever be whole again in the way I left. Pero yayakapin ko ang bruised paper. I will fight this sickness with everything I have. But I leave the outcome in your hands. You are with me in the suffering. From this agony, I choose to trust your assurance. Not my will, Lord, but yours be done.
We are all invited to walk with the Spirit to the cross. Do not run from your Gethsemane. Embrace gentle courage, small, consistent acts of faith in the middle of your darkest night will lead to profound transformation from our deepest agony. Comes the absolute assurance of His salvation.